Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Groove Me TV. My name is Anjua Maximo. I am going to be your host today with my co-host Zosimo Maximo. We have today Chef Patrice Zebbs of Damn Good Vegan, and we are at Central Kitchen here in Cleveland, Ohio. Patrice is going to make us something super healthy because you know that's what we're all about here, is to give you the healthy recipes to help you inspire your journey to a better lifestyle. Patrice, what are we making today?
So we are making collard greens and mac and cheese, all vegan.
Okay, so this is the piece where I know there's someone out there saying impossible, it's not gonna taste good. How do you make vegan mac and cheese? Are you gonna prove us wrong?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, perfect. What's the first step we have to do today?
So for the greens, we're gonna start with an onion and some bell peppers.
Okay, so cutting the onion up. Yes. And then I know a lot of times people like to pair these types of dishes. You know, some people might be into this at home, pairing it with wine, pairing it with a certain beer. What do we have today, Zaz? I know Patrice talked to you beforehand, so what did you pick up for us?
So Patrice recommended a Riesling. So we have a Riesling Reserve from Grand River Valley. And I'm not a wine drinker, so I'm going with a peach lambic beer for myself. So I'll pour you guys a little.
Yes, please do pour, All right, so Patrice, you got the onions going, and I know we've got lots of different ingredients here on the table. So obviously everything is going to be truly vegetarian, because that's what vegan is, right? For anybody who's not clear on that, there is literally no animal products at all?
No animal products, no butter, no cheese, no meat, no nothing.
Wow.
I love things like mac and cheese, I love pizza, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I am very much looking forward to this.
This is a common thing. I know people talk about this often. So what other ingredients do we have up here that we can tell people that we're using?
So I just put a little grapeseed oil in the pot to saute the onions and the garlic and the bell peppers for the greens, and then we have vegetable broth instead of like turkey butts or necks or anything. That's basically it for the greens. Now for the mac and cheese, we have the macaroni. Nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is used to make vegan things taste cheesy, so it's like a really savory flavor. We're going to use coconut oil and flour, just regular all-purpose flour, to make a roux for the sauce. And we're going to use the oat milk to thicken it up a little bit.
Okay, now hold on. You said roux.
Yes.
You got very fancy.
Yeah.
what is a roux?
A roux is equal parts fat and flour.
Okay.
To thicken up a sauce or a soup.
Got you. Okay, so instead of having like watery gravy, you're gonna make that to put it in. Got you. Okay, cool. Yes. Awesome. I love this. And how long have you been a vegan?
I have been vegan for a little over 5 years.
Wow.
So I've learned a lot. When I became vegan, all of this fancy stuff was not available, so I had to do a lot of trial and error, but I feel good now.
Zosimo and I often talk about, going plant-based, and I think the hardest thing for us is we love meat. We love the taste of meat, right, Zaz?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up, I'm Filipino, so I mean, I grew up meat and rice. Those are the only two ingredients in my life for the first 18 years of my life. So, because I am an athlete and I'm constantly training, I first learned about it through the Diaz brothers. They're MMA fighters, because I used to direct Ultimate Fighter, and Nate Diaz was on my show. Nate and Nick are both vegan MMA fighters, and they swear on it. They generate a lot of power. They feel they get enough protein. That was always a big concern of mine.
But I think a lot of that, Patrice, wouldn't you agree, has to do with what you indicated before, is that there's so many more products available now.
Yes.
Not that it was difficult before, because people have been vegan forever.
Right.
But there is even more products, I think, to help people along who maybe weren't just, naturally taking to it or were under those assumptions.
Burgers and hot dogs you can actually have as a vegan now.
Yes.
Instead of having grilled vegetables on the grill in the summer.
And I have to plug your BLT because I love it.
Yes.
She's like, I make more than BLTs. I have ordered this for every event we have because it is just, people don't believe that it's not vegan. It is so good and so tasty. Okay, so what do we got? We got vegetables up. And Zos, do pass the liquor, please. Thank you.
Here you go, ladies.
White wine for me is always going to be a situation. We'll see how I handle. I get hot.
So we're gonna saute these vegetables for a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna add the garlic at the end because garlic tends to burn pretty fast.
Oh, you know, I never knew that, and that explains why I always end up burning the garlic because I put it in first.
Do we put it in too early?
That's the first thing I saute is the garlic, and it always burns by the time I get everything else in there.
So I put it in last.
Okay.
So that it doesn't burn.
Good to
Because it'll give
That
a
makes a
bitter
lot of
taste.
sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna learn through this series.
We're gonna learn today. What do we got going in now?
So we're putting the vegetable broth in here.
Okay, I'm gonna check this out.
It smells good.
It smells so good.
The flavor from the onions and the garlic, to me, makes it shine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put a little crushed red pepper. They need a little heat. So we have some coconut oil. I'm gonna mix the two. Coconut oil. So this is our fat for our roux.
Okay, so no animal fat. We're using coconut oil. And why coconut versus like
So
vegetable
I
oil?
use coconut oil because normally we use butter to make a roux.
Okay.
And it's solid, and I like to keep things as clean as I possibly can. So instead of using like vegan butter, I like to use coconut oil. And I use that like in baking too.
So you would say then if this was a butter dish, this would be your butter substitute.
Yes, this
Got
would be
you.
the butter.
Okay.
And I like to mix.
And that's grapeseed oil.
Yes, this is great.
So now this is in place of, let's say, olive oil or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I normally don't measure, but it's equal parts. So if you have like a half a cup of oil or butter, a half a cup of flour.
Okay.
Goes in there. All right. So we can add.
Okay. And just said regular flour, nothing
Yes.
special about this flour.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I did not think that that's what was going to happen.
Yes.
I don't know why. I
be-
thought there was be more liquidy.
This might be a crazy question, but
Yes.
can flour be organic?
Yes.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have wheat, organic wheat.
Ooh, those greens look so good. Do we need to stir the greens or anything?
We
You just
can stir
leave
the
them be?
greens. We can
Okay.
stir.
I'll
Yeah.
stir these.
While my mouth waters.
How's your framboise, sir?
It's really good.
Awesome.
And I got a turkey neck in my back pocket. I'm gonna throw it in this thing.
Nice.
I'm just playing.
That
Okay.
looks so good. So nice and thick. Get the lumps
Yes.
out, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
And I use a whisk so that we don't create lumps when we add the liquid. So we're doing some vegetable broth.
Wow. Wow, no cow. So this is oat milk.
Yes.
Okay, so no dairy, no nuts, no gluten. So for those who have gluten allergies, this is a really great alternative.
And unsweetened too.
Yes.
Unsweetened, okay. That's important as well, yes.
We can add some of that.
Okay, got it?
Yep.
Love it.
And you can see it's thickening up already.
Yeah, for sure. it
Definitely
does.
seeing oat milk get its shine in these last couple of years.
Have
right?
you?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing it offered a lot more in
I'm gonna
coffee
use a
shops
little
and
more.
Are you gonna use more? Okay.
places like that, right?
Yes, it's our favorite in my house because it's very neutral. Like it doesn't taste like anything. We don't want it to be too thick or too thin because we want it to be like a creamy cheese sauce.
Right. Not super sticky or
Right.
okay.
Now we're gonna put in nutritional yeast.
This is the
The
sneaky cheese.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. So that's kind of like gives them a little bit of the camera if you can tip it towards them a little bit. So it's kind of got like a yellowy, kind of greeny look.
So this is nutritional yeast.
Yes, and it is used a lot in vegan cheeses. That's what I've been using it for.
Ooh, look at you go for it. Just
And
pour it in.
yes, 'cause you can smell it. I can smell it really good.
And again, you're just going on consistency and
Cheese.
Yes.
trying to get the right texture there. Are we gonna taste any of that coconut, the little hint?
Yeah. Might taste
Which
a
I'm
little
not mad at. I like coconut.
I think for me, a person like me, or people who are kind of on the move a little bit, it really has to, get over the feeling that you're not going to have time to do these things, right?
Yes.
So it's a commitment. It's a commitment to yourself. It's a commitment to your health. And I think with most commitments, Saucy, I mean, you'd agree too, right? You have to make some sacrifices. You have to be willing to make some changes, let some things go.
Because I do believe out of convenience, we fall into that trap.
For sure.
Buying something right off the shelf that is, primarily processed.
And that's where a lot of salt comes into the process.
Yes, because you can't control it, right?
Right.
Yeah, and they have to preserve it, and it's all this other nonsense that's in it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just adding a little more nutritional yeast. I added some salt and pepper, and this is it.
So just mix it up.
Yep. Just mix
Look
it
at
up.
that. It is like thick, like mac and cheese. Okay.
All right, let's plate this and
Plate
eat
it.
this.
Yes. Wow. This looks amazing.
How
So
creamy that is.
we've got a creamy mac and cheese. We have a full plate of greens. It looks absolutely like Thanksgiving up in here. Like, it's beautiful. And it's all vegan,
Yes.
plant-based dish. How beautiful is that? Hand me the plate. Hand me the plate. Yes. Are we ready?
All right, yeah, let's dig in.
Okay, I'm diving in.
Okay.
This is the mac and cheese first.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's so creamy. Y'all need to try this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going
Absolutely
for the
delicious.
greens.
Go for the greens. Right? So good. It's perfect. And here's the thing, I'm not missing the turkey. I'm not missing the pork. That was amazing. I absolutely love it. Zaz, I know you love that.
Well, keep going, keep going.
He's gonna keep smashing it. I'm gonna thank Patrice so much for giving us your time and your talents and your recipes, bringing this food to the community in Cleveland. And to all of you watching, look up Patrice, follow her on Instagram. She's got recipes for you, I'm sure. My co-host, thank you for always. Such a good co-host, flying so strong. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Groove Me TV here with Damn Good Vegan, and we're out.